Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I have a special weekend video for you. I am continuing my supervillain biography series by taking a look at the Silver Swan. So starting off, the Silver Swan is a character appearing in DC Comics. She is a major adversary of Wonder Woman. The Silver Swan possesses the ability to fly, as well as the ability to generate a destructive sonic cry with her voice. So the Silver Swan first appeared in 1982 in Wonder Woman 288, which was written by Roy Thomas and illustrated by Gene Colan. Since then, the character has undergone several changes and updates as comic book continuities have evolved and shifted. As such, there have been 3 different Silver Swans over the years: Helen Alexandros, the original Silver Swan; Valerie Fiordi, the second Silver Swan, which debuted in 1988 in Wonder Woman number 15; and Vanessa Capitilis, the third Silver Swan, and she debuted in 2001 in Wonder Woman 171. So the backstories of all 3 of these characters are inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Ugly Duckling. Each Silver Swan has the ability to create powerful sound waves with her voice. Their swan songs are capable of devastating a small area of land with its destructive force. By creating a low-level humming, the Silver Swan can form a protective shield around herself that can deflect bullets and projectiles. Unlike the pre-Crisis version, whose abilities were acquired supernaturally from the Greek god Ares or Mars, the 2 post-Crisis Silver Swans need artificial wings to be able to fly. Each version possesses an additional ability which makes her unique from the Silver Swans. So Helen Alexandros has superhuman strength. It's speculated that the second Silver Swan has the ability to rearrange matter with her voice, and the last one has the ability to telepathically control birds, so that's pretty cool, I thought. Alright, so the first one, the pre-Crisis Helen Alexandros, is a ballet dancer who becomes disgusted by being overlooked and cruelly treated because of her appearance. So she struck a bargain with Ares to have a beautiful face and body, and in return she will have to destroy man's champion, Wonder Woman. So Helen becomes the mystically created alter ego, the Silver Swan. So Wonder Woman she comes upon a gang of bank robbers, and the Silver Swan shows up, and she helps capture the bank robbers, and then she flies off. And then Wonder Woman finds out that the briefcase of secret documents that she had and was carrying is gone. So later, her and her roommate discover that their rent has gone up, so they need a new roommate, and the first applicant that they accept is Helen Alexandros, and she just happens to have found the briefcase, and she returns it to Diana. So they don't think any of that's suspicious. You have to remember this is the pre-Crisis comics too, things were a little sillier. So later, when Wonder Woman is attempting to return the briefcase, the Silver Swan shows up again and snatches it away, and then they have a battle, and Silver Swan actually defeats Wonder Woman, but she's unwilling to destroy Wonder Woman around witnesses, so she turns the briefcase over and convinces the army, I guess, that she mistakenly thought Wonder Woman was going to steal the briefcase. Meanwhile, Dr. Psycho is able to use Steve Trevor to produce enough ectoplasm to turn him into Captain Wonder. So as Captain Wonder, he attacks Wonder Woman, and Silver Swan attacks too, and they take her captive, and then they opt to take the captive Wonder Woman to the White House to kill her in front of the president. Wow, that's pretty brutal. And apparently it actually says the President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. So, you know when this comic book came out, It was in the 80s. Steve Trevor awakens from Dr. Psycho's spell, and he's able to break Dr. Psycho's ability to be Captain Wonder. Dr. Psycho crashes to the Earth, and he's unharmed, and Wonder Woman is able to break free. She then battles the Silver Swan and defeats her, and then she manages to prevent the plane from crashing into the White House. Then Mars is disappointed in the Silver Swan and takes away her powers. So then she returns to her normal form and disappears. So then the Silver Swan reappeared in Wonder Woman number 323 in a battle arranged behind the scenes by the Monitor as one of the tests he launched to prepare for the coming multi-universal crisis, as we now know as the Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, moving on, in the post-crisis continuity, the second Silver Swan, Valerie Beardy, was exposed to radiation from nuclear tests while she was in the womb, and this caused her to be horribly deformed, so that's her ugly duckling aspect. And then Valerie comes under the influence of a man named Henry Cobb Armburster, and he's the head of his own company, and he exploits her need for acceptance and chooses her for his Silver Swan project. And then she is changed into the Silver Swan, which grants her incredible beauty as well as her hypersonic powers, and then he extends his control over her by marrying her, it says, and he also used his ability to make her battle Wonder Woman. Eventually, though, thanks to Wonder Woman and her pal Maxine Starenbutch, who had formed a friendship with her over the years, Valerie figured out that Armburster was a bad guy and she divorced him. So then she moves on and wants to repay Wonder Woman for helping her and offers her assistance during her time as a fugitive during the War of the Gods. Wonder Woman refuses, however, and she refuses because she doesn't want the Silver Swan to be put into harm's way, even though the Silver Swan has amazing powers. So the Silver Swan goes ahead anyway and joins many of Earth's heroes in the battle against Circe, and she also had a short-lived time on a super team known as the Captains of Industry, and eventually she retired from being the Silver Swan, but not before spending some time on the Suicide Squad, and she also appeared in the series Underworld Unleashed. So the third and final Silver Swan was Vanessa Capertillis, and she lived in Boston, Massachusetts, and while she was growing up in high school, she felt like an outsider and an awkward teenager. So during this time, she had the chance to meet Wonder Woman when her mother took her in, when Wonder Woman first arrived in the United States. At first, Vanessa was jealous of Wonder Woman's beauty, but after Diana rescued her from the supervillain Decay, the two got to know each other better, and Vanessa started to love Wonder Woman like an elder sister and dreamed of fighting evil alongside her. But Dr. Psycho showed up again and started to cause nightmares for her. So to help her daughter recover, the school counselor, under Dr. Psycho's influence, told her mother that Wonder Woman had to leave their house. Vanessa could not forgive her mother for making Diana leave, and she started to blame Diana for abandoning her. During this time, Vanessa proved to be the target of Wonder Woman's enemies yet again, and she was kidnapped by the White Magician. She was eventually rescued by Wonder Woman, and her mixed emotions became a perfect target for Circe, who decided to use her to help get Wonder Woman. Dr. Psycho and Circe together used periodic mental conditioning and physical implants to gradually transform Vanessa into a new Silver Swan and set her against her former friend, unleashing her upon Diana and Wonder Girl. So the result of this brought about the destruction of Wonder Girl's school and the death of over 100 people, as well as exposing Wonder Girl's identity. Vanessa had become essentially a terrorist, but before Wonder Woman could attempt any resolution, the Imperiex attack and Circe's takeover of New York City occurred. So after this, Circe is defeated by Wonder Woman, and she takes Vanessa to Themyscira for surgical recovery. And a Silver Swan was present in Salvation Run, among other exiled villains, and she was also seen in Final Crisis. So I find her to be a really interesting villain, really more of an anti-hero. Pretty interesting though, the 3 different versions of the Silver Swan from over the years. She's kind of a tragic character, but I think her powers are really cool, and it would be neat, I think, if they brought her back in Rebirth as even more of an anti-hero and less of a villain. And it's pretty interesting throughout the years, even when she's a villain, it's usually because she's been manipulated or controlled. Alright, that's all for now. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I like doing these supervillain biographies, but they do take a lot more time and research, so let me know what you think, if I should continue doing them and all that. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. If you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, it'll give you notifications right when I put up a new video. Alright, that's all for now, and as always, thanks for watching.
End of line.